OnePlus Nord is now available in the Philippines courtesy of Digits Trading. Being the only authorized dealer of OnePlus in the country, this is definitely a great opportunity for Filipinos to try out one of the affordable 5G enabled smartphones around. Our OnePlus 8T review is already on the way, so while I'm still working my way to finish it, here's your first look at the OnePlus Nord. This smartphone is an absolute beast, especially if you're a big fan of OnePlus. While its price is somewhat closer to the current price of OnePlus 8, Nord brings distinct features which may appeal to some consumers. OnePlus has not forgotten its roots as the brand that introduced value for money flagships. In the past years, they've been the role model for providing tremendously great and affordable flagship smartphone options. Nord is actually the return to form of the brand, and while you may think that it's inferior to the flagship models, the savings you get for buying the 8GB RAM variant is really great. Okay, let's talk about specs. OnePlus Nord sports a 6.44-inch FHD Plus Fluid AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate and is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. Under the hood is Snapdragon 765G along with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS 2.1 storage. In terms of performance numbers, this should perform about 45 to 60% of what current flagship chipsets can do. It's going to be a different case when it comes to real-life performance though. But there is too much ground to cover here when it comes to this aspect, so I encourage you to wait for Eman's full review on our website or check the other videos from our Tech Mob community. Now, in terms of cameras, this one has a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 main sensor with OIS and EIS, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide unit and 2-megapixel macro unit, and an additional 5-megapixel depth sensor. Now, at the front is a 32-megapixel Sony IMX616 snapper paired with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide unit. This is not a review yet, but we're expecting this to perform really well, especially in low-light scenarios. What's interesting here is that the ultra-wide and also the macro lens that we have here have the same specs compared to the one on the OnePlus 8. In fact, if you look closely, this has more cameras than the OnePlus's flagship. However, it is not fair to judge it based on the number of cameras. Now, here's a quick look at the performance of its camera compared to the OnePlus 8 for your reference. The photos would tell you that Nord's cameras perform almost just as well as the ones on OnePlus 8, which is a good indication of quality. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to wait for our full and comprehensive review on our website. OnePlus Nord runs Android 10 with Oxygen OS on top, and it also packs a 4115 mAh battery with Warp Charge 30T fast charging. In terms of software, this can be upgraded easily to Android 11 once it becomes available. However, it will be the only official major update to this device. OnePlus, though, may have a change of mind soon, emphasis on may, so let's all watch out for it. Other features include NFC, Bluetooth 5.1, aptX, aptX HD, LDAC, and AAC codec support, USB-C interface, and an in-display fingerprint sensor. Now, if you're interested about colors, you have two colors to choose from, Blue Marble and Gray Onyx. OnePlus Nord is like a love letter to the fans of the brand who are wishing to buy less pricey models. If there's anything that the fans are hoping to have on Nord, it would be the assurance of the good quality of their device despite having a reachable price point. At the time of the production of this video, Digits Trading is now pre-selling the OnePlus Nord for $21,990 for its 8GB variant and $25,990 for the 256GB variant. As mentioned earlier, this is very close to the current prices of 128GB versions of OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8T, which begs the question, why would you get the Nord if you can have the ones that are technically more powerful? Let us know in the comments section below. Meanwhile, I encourage you to check out Eman's full review of OnePlus Nord soon on our website. This has been Gian of GadgetPilipinas.net. Maraming salamat sa panonood. If you haven't subscribed to the page, go ahead and do that. There's a subscribe button there. And if you haven't clicked that notification bell, this is the best time to do it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.